Hi everybody, it's me again, Charles Norman from Sports Solutions LLC, and we are the creators of the AthleticSOS software platform that helps student athletes find the perfect school if they're looking for athletic scholarships. And today I wanted to talk about travel and club coaches, and nothing negative towards them. In my opinion, they're doing a great job, most of them. They mean well, but they have a different agenda than you will have as a parent. And you need to keep that in mind. In fact, I'm out at a park today and there's some kids for soccer out here, and it's a travel club team. And they're doing a great job with the kids. But the reason I'm making this video is because in my neighborhood, on my street, every year there's a bunch of kids that go from junior high to high school. And you know, in my neighborhood, there's a bunch of kids doing that. And I always go and I give the parents a free coupon, right, a code, so they can use the system. They're my neighbors, not very many of them. And every year there's just a progression. My kids have long since finished college, so my wife knows everybody in the neighborhood, and she'll let me know who they are, and I'll go to the parents. So anyway, one of the parents, just a few houses down from me actually, has a daughter, plays softball. And so I went down to give them one of the cards I have, because it has the instructions, it has the code, and just explain what we do. I don't really talk a lot in the neighborhood. I'm one of those guys just sort of stays to myself. And so when I got down to their house, he and his wife were in the garage with another person, and that other person just so happened to be the softball coach, and they're really good friends with him. And so I approached and I introduced myself, and I explained what I do, and it's software, technology, it'll help them find the perfect college for their kid, the whole spiel. And the parents were receptive to it. And then they said, well, and I started to hand them the card. And they said, well, give it to the coach here, and then, he can check it out for us. And I said, okay, well, that's fine. It's no big deal. So I'm handing it to the coach, and he's got that skeptical look on his face, and I get it, right? How many different types of guys or people or recruiting services that are out there that are just trying to gouge the parents or whatever they believe is going on. So I said no more. I said, hey, what I'll do when I get back home, I'll add another player to that code, and so you can use it for one of your other players, so you can check it out yourself and see how well it works. And if you're interested, I can add it for your whole club team. And he's going, okay, right, fine, thank you. So anyway, so I go a couple of weeks later, I go back and I check the codes. I always check the codes when I give them out to make sure people use them, just in case something went wrong and they didn't know how to use it. And so I found out they didn't use it. So I go back, I see him again, I'm coming down the street, I stop, I see the father again, and I said, hey, you guys didn't use the code, was there a problem? Is there anything I can do for you? And he goes, well, the coach was saying that he's got this under control, we don't need to do what you're doing. And I was just about to go in my whole spiel about that is your kid, it's your responsibility, you want to find out what's best for them. And I stopped myself, because it's not my place to force someone to do something. They felt comfortable where they were, and maybe it'll work out for them. And so I left it alone. But it told me I wanted to come out and do this video today for the rest of you guys. So if you've been watching me and you go back and try to find some other videos, I'm all about you as a parent. It is your responsibility. This is your kid. And that club and travel coach person, they may know a number of coaches, and then maybe even get your kid into a good situation. But they can't put your kid into the best situation for them, because they don't know your kid. They don't know what your kid's goals are past playing the game that they're playing. So just getting yourself an athletic scholarship is a great achievement, but that's not what we're shooting for anymore. What we want to do is put your kid in the best situation as they move forward. What's their next, and then what's their next? So they want to leave high school, they want to go play at the collegiate level, but what are they going to do after that? What is their goal? What is it they want to have happen in their lives as they move forward? That's what we want to do now. We want to start working on that now. And I don't care who that club or travel ball coach is, they've got a different agenda. They've got to worry about their club. They've got a bunch of other players they're worried about. And they've got an ego. If you're willing to coach a travel or club team, you got a bit of an ego, because you want to win. And so you want the parents locked into you. You don't want anybody leaving your club or program. So it's in their nature to sort of pull you in, make you part of the family, and hold you tight with a grip, because they don't want you leaving and going for greener pastures or for a different team or for any reason. So they don't want you really associating with outside people. They don't want anything bad for you and your family, but they're not interested as much in your individual situation as they are with their club and what they're trying to accomplish. And many of the travel and club program coaches had a kid that played or may still have a kid in the program, and that's why they're doing what they're doing in the first place. So that has got to be the number one priority. And again, it doesn't mean that they don't care about your kid, or they don't care about the team, or they don't care about what's going to happen to you next. What I'm saying is that they're putting you in a box, and you don't want to be in a box. You don't want it from your high school coach, and you don't want it from your travel and club coach. And what you want to do is put your kids in the best possible situation. Okay, so I'm going to step off my soapbox there, because our software, if you guys have seen me do demos before and show you guys different stuff about the software, is the best software out there. I'm going to actually say that out loud now. I usually refrain from doing that. But we're in high schools now. We're in travel and club programs. We got individuals using the software. I know we do the best job of helping your student athlete find the best fit for them, athletically, academically, the size of the school, everything that you really want. We're going to change this whole industry if we can, doing things the right way. So as usual, what I've started to do now is at the end of every single one of these videos, I give you guys a code that you can use. I don't do the free code anymore. What I do, but it'll be less than that mocha venti coffee latte thing you're doing every week. I promise it'll be within that price range. Because if I do it for free, everyone is willing to do it. But if I charge, I'll get the people that really want to try something out, want to try something different, and not just because it's free, but because they're going to put an effort into it and try to make it work. So I will leave that at the end of the video, but it comes down to the same bottom line no matter what we're talking about here. What is next for your kid, and what's their next? And let's figure that out, and we're in great shape. All right, guys. As always, best of luck to you and your student athlete in the future. And if they want to keep playing, hey, we'll help them keep them in the game. All right, thanks. Talk to you later.